Hi everybody, my name is Asia. I'm getting on here because my life has been freaking crazy. And I feel like I'm going crazy. Like, my life has been a freaking movie lately, and not in a good way. Not in a good way at all. Like, I had the tires and rims stolen off my car on October 22nd. The tires and rims were stolen off of my car in the middle of the night. Okay. And my fiance, he seen it first because we was running late to the appointment. So I'm like, or you just go to the garage and drive down to the bottom and I'll meet you at the bottom. So I'm in there still trying to finish getting ready. And then he runs back into our apartment, like being like, somebody he was on the phone with the police and he was running back in the room and he looked real upset and I'm like, oh my gosh, why he come back? This was with me at the bottom. What could have happened? And he like, someone took the tires and rims off your car. And I'm like, in disbelief. Like, when I went to bed, there was tires and rims on my car. What? They gone? When I went to bed, I had tires and rims on my car. What? So then after the police is looking for fingerprints on my car, we're like, oh, we want to see the footage. Like, we want to know who did this. So we meet them down there at the leasing office to try to go and see the footage. The leasing office is like, we can't let you see the footage. I'm like, excuse me? They like, we can only let the police see the footage. What? They stole tires and rims from my car. Why can't I see who did it? And they're like, oh, it's just the rule, it's just the law. Like, we can only let the police see it. So I'm like, well, can you tell me what happened? And they're like, oh, it was two brown men that came and broke the gate down. They just got out. They was driving a pickup truck. They was wearing masks. They just got out the truck and broke the gate down. It was two little short men. That's what she said. Two little short men came and broke the gate down. And, they also stole somebody else's tires and rims that day, that night as well. It was another Toyota Camry. They took the tires and rims as well off their car and left it on milk cartons, just like I left my car on milk cartons. And they're like, "Oh, we're gonna, come and talk to you later. We gotta talk to the police." So then I'm trying to call my boss, let them know what happened, and they don't answer the phone. So I leave a text message with pictures detailing what happened. Okay. And I sent this message like around 1. They didn't respond. One of them didn't even respond until like 4. Okay. The other one, he just never responded. The one that responded at 4, I was like, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, what happened, and that I don't know when I'm going to be able to come back to work because I don't have any transportation right now. And when I called the insurance company to file the claim, the person that answered the phone only let me file the claim. He didn't set me up with no rental car. He didn't set me up with a tow truck. He didn't set me up with nothing. Okay, nothing. He was like, "Oh, you're gonna have a claim specialist that's going to set all this up for you, and it's going to get back with you, and she has to do it. And this is her name, and she's gonna call you back." And I'm like, "What? Why can't you set me up with this stuff. I don't understand. He's just, oh, I just can't do it. I'm like, okay. So I try to wait for, a phone call back. It was like around 1 when I call. I'm trying to wait for a phone call back. Still don't hear nothing. Then I hear from one of the managers, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know when I'm going to be able to come. I'm probably not going to be able to come at all this week because I haven't heard anything back from the insurance company. Like, I don't know. And he like, oh, it take a week to get tires and rims on your car. I don't know how long it's going to take. And it's not just about tires and rims on my car. They could have did damage to my car. They left my car on milk cartons. Like, what? That's ignorant as hell. Like, who does that? Who says that? And then to make it worse, that he gonna be like, so you know that there's services that will come and install tires and rims on your car. They will come to you and install it on your car. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. I'm not doing that. One, I don't got the money for that. Two, why would I do that? Insurance needs to look at my car. A mechanic needs to look at my car and assess the damage. I'm not just gonna put tires and rims over top of that. Like, it was more damage done to my car. There was a piece that was bent in. Who knows what else they could have did to my car, or what damage could have happened because of them taking the tires and rims off my car. My car was sitting on the rotors, okay? Like, it was just sitting on the road, even though they only put the 2 milk cartons in the middle. So my car was dangling. And it was, the front part was just on the rotors, okay? Like, I will attach a picture. Like, I'm not doing that. And he like, oh, I understand. Have you looked at Uber or Lyft? I'm like, no. No, I have not looked at Uber and Lyft because I live on the other side of town. I know it's going to be expensive. I take tolls to get to work. So I can get to work between 30 and 40 minutes. Otherwise, it would take me an hour and a half. Like, that's still far. You think the Uber driver or Lyft driver is going to have an easy pass or want to take the tolls? Because one, if they don't got the easy pass, the tolls is going to be a lot more expensive for them versus if they have the easy pass. It's like $1 and some change one way with the easy pass. Maybe a little bit less. But if you don't have the easy pass, it's like $7 one per way that you go through the toll. I'm like, I'm not doing, like, you know how far I live away. Like, what? Like, is you offering to pay? No, there's no I'm like, I'm just like so frustrated and overwhelmed. Like, I just cannot. I'm having a mental breakdown because I am extremely overwhelmed. Like, I cannot deal with this right now. This is too much. Like, it's so inconsiderate and so rude. And I'm just like, I'm done. But I mean, I'm done with this conversation. Like, if you can't understand why I'm not coming, I don't know that when I'm going to be able to come. Hopefully, I should be there by next week. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to come at all this week. Like, if you can't understand it, like, I am done with this conversation. Leave me alone. Because I am having a mental breakdown right now. Like, this is too much. I didn't even get to go to my freaking doctor's appointment. Like, you think my health is more important than this job? No. No. My health is not more important than this job. Like, I will be there as soon as I get transportation. Give me a chance. And you know what they did? Stop talking to me. Remove me from the work group chat. Didn't answer none of my phone calls or text messages. I had to call the support broker to find out what was going on. Because I was trying to log into the app to see the schedule to see if they was able to find somebody to cover my shifts. I had no access no more. I ain't had no access no more. They didn't say nothing to me after that. Just stopped. Just didn't tell me like, oh, you're fired. Just stop talking to me. Or, oh, are you quitting? Is that you saying that you're quitting? No, didn't say anything. Did not say nothing. Did not call me. Didn't call me back. Didn't respond to a text message, a phone call, nothing. And then I literally had to find out from a support broker because I was a caregiver. Okay. And they was like, well, when I talked to her, she was like, oh, they said that you fired. I'm like, what? But they didn't say nothing to me. Why did they not say anything to me? Like, who really does that? I'm going through a rough time right now. Like, who does that? So now I got the tires and rims stolen off my car. I had to pay. I found out I had to pay $1,000 deductible to get my car back. And then I lost my job. And then my health ain't shit.